The He is miracle food. It's the best for detoxing, cleansing, healing, removing inflammation, and boosting your immune system. It's suitable for all ages, and it helped me out tremendously during pregnancy. Allergen-free, gluten-free, 100% organic, all-natural, and vegan. Talkfordoctor.org, 818-429-1675.
That's out there talking some shit, talking about they can't wait till you get to the club, this and that, this and that. But it was a whole lot of females out there like still loving on us and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Was you around during the Pimp C Master P beef? You know anything about that?
Well, I know a few things because before he came home from prison, his mom managed me for a couple of years.
Okay.
So she and I got to spend a lot of intimate time. R.I.P. Mama West. She became like a mother to me, and we did business. But during that time when he was incarcerated, I looked at it like, because I know him and Bun from PA, like we come from the same town, and our town is like 50,000 people strong, and that's not all black. That's just the whole motherfucker. So I was thinking, being on the outside looking in, that this Pimp C mom. So me imagining Pimp C's mom while he locked up, I'm thinking all these players going check on her. You know, I'm thinking she living that life as Pimp C's mom.
Right.
But when I was summoned to come over there by way of me out selling a mixtape and running into his brother-in-law, he talked about him in one of the songs, My Baby Mama Brother. Nigga, I knew we both, you know, we all know each other. And he bought one of the mixtapes and told me, you know, I need to go talk to Mama West. He let her hear it. So when she started managing me and whatnot, from that conversation, I was able to get prepared to know Pimp C on a personal level, because she knew, because of my character, she wanted me around him. She knew he had been around a lot of people, and probably a lot of sufficient people, but also a lot of insufficient people. But she seen my character, how I move, and she like, yeah, you gotta stay down and shit. So she prepared me to you know, have a relationship with him. And she told me a lot of the most in-depth shit that you could imagine, from some of the first shows having the bartender, the janitor, and three motherfucking guests in that hoe. And them niggas still rocking that bitch like it was an arena, to days when they, you know, barely could buy show clothes. Like, she told me everything from A to Z. And then when he got out, me and him would have, you know, a whole lot of one-on-one conversations and shit, because we would launch from PA going to Houston sometime, and just we was on the road doing different things, and he entrusted me with a lot of missions. Like one day he sent me from PA to Houston with like $250,000 worth of jewelry to go get repaired and cleaned. And I'm like, my nigga, why you trusted me with that task? He say, nigga, because I know you ain't gonna come back talking about it got stole. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So he had a lot of respect for me, and knew that I was dependable in a lot of ways. So yeah, we would sit down and chop it up about a bunch of grown man shit, the future, and different things. And that conversation about P, you know, I got it from Mama, him, and a couple other people.
That wasn't true though. With Master P, they literally said that he him and some goons pistol whipped Pimp C. That wasn't true.
Was that true?
Yeah.
I would think it is. Fuck you talking about? Hey, that's it. Hey, look, that shit probably did happen just like that. You know what I mean? I know he touched him. I know the conversations Pimp was having, deriving from him doing work, being not paid by P. Pimp started having these conversations at places where, you know what I'm saying, P was picking up money. So, you know, if Pimp on stage with your 2,500 motherfucking fans telling them fuck Master P, you know what I mean, at that time when that's your fans too, you gonna feel some kind of way. And then that shit happening, you know, countless amount of times, you're gonna feel disrespected. And I kind of sense that P them niggas really from where they say they from. You know what I'm saying? And so the boy moved how he moved and caught Pimp slipping. And from what I heard, you know, he touched him up a little bit in the hotel.
Now, didn't they made peace after that, right?
Yeah, they was chopping it up on the phone when he got out of prison. And then
Right.
he was talking to C Murder a lot. And I used to wonder like how he used to get on the phone with C Murder so much. But Pimp and C Murder, they were real tight. And then P and Pimp started having some conversations.
Or
But all this here shit is allegedly. I don't know shit. I was in the street smoking blunts, drinking 40s, fighting fucking ratchet hoes. I don't know what them niggas was doing.
No doubt.
it's funny as hell. On a serious note, though, how did his death affect you? How did you hear that news, and how did that get to you?
Oh man, that shit was like somebody punched me in my chest with an iron fist. Because prior to it, we was having some miscommunications, and he put me. I had a partner that was down with me. I bought in the game, and he kind of like grouped us up because he was part of my. I ain't gonna say he was my hype man because he was a UGK posse member, but he would back me up on stage. So he and I was having some miscommunications about some bread, and he misspoke about some shit that just wasn't true, and he brought it to Pimp. And when he brought it to Pimp, I was hot. So I went and told Pimp, like, damn, dog, how could this shit be true if it laid out like this? So once Pimp heard it, and we all three was in the same room present, and dude, you know what I'm saying, retracted what he said, Pimp was mad at both of us. But he was so busy. I'm a grown man too, so I know, like, if a nigga ain't an asset, a nigga is a liability. So if niggas is bringing you inner circle drama and mess and shit while you focusing on all these major moves, like, man, y'all take that shit back to the hood. So I was mad at my partner because I was trying to coach him all along to show him how to move. Like, don't bring Pimp every little small thing. This man knocking down doors. Ain't that a song? This man knocking doors down. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I'm tripping. But yeah, this man knocking big doors down, and you bringing him little bitty motherfucking little twigs and sticks off the ground. So that nigga punished us. That nigga took us off the road, like at a time when we was like going like this. And so when he took us off the road, it probably was like a month or so, and that shit was like killing a nigga. And so it was right before he passed. I called him because I was finna jump ship. I was finna say, hey man, I appreciate the opportunity, but it seemed like, you know what I'm saying, we got a, some division going, so I'm going by my business. And so I called a nigga, he was on the plane,